What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I hope you like this video. This is Real Housewives of Dallas, Season 3, Episode 13. So look, the ladies are in Copenhagen. They still don't know what the fuck Copenhagen is, but they are there. They're checking into their hotel. They're unpacking. It looks like they have 3 different suites. One suite is, very European. It's very small and compact. And that's where somehow Brandy and Stephanie ended up there. And Stephanie was like, look, I know they say things are big in Texas, but I just want normal size. Like, this is just a little bit much. But it's a beautiful hotel. You know, I'm sure it's a 5-star hotel. And everybody's a little nervous. You know how that goes. So they're getting ready for dinner. They're going to dinner at the restaurant that night. It's like a 5-star restaurant, what they call it, whatever that list is that people can go by. And they're getting dressed and everybody, you know. Now, Brandy's dumbass, and I called her dumb, had an idea that because Leanne called her an alcoholic, she's going to be an alcoholic that night because she figures that if she gets drunk, she will force Leanne to say something about her being an alcoholic. That's the dumbest damn idea I've ever heard in my life. First of all, you can fake it. You don't have to actually drink all the damn alcohol and be drunk. You can fake being drunk. And second of all, what the hell makes you think that you getting drunk is going to make Leanne just come right out and say, Brandy, you're such an alcoholic? Is that what you really think was going to go down, Brandy? Come on, stop it. So anyway, Brandy ass is getting shit-faced. I mean, just drunk. Just shit-faced drunk. And they're, they're having all these different courses, and all the stuff on the menu is just all this crazy exotic food. And Stephanie, I'm with you, girl. Stephanie said, I think that these restaurants just use it as an excuse to just make up all these crazy dishes. She was like, I just like basic stuff. Like, I don't like fancy food. I'm the same way. I am so basic. I do not like fancy food because then you start mixing shit in that I don't eat. Let me know what I'm eating. You keep it very basic. I'm not that extra with my food. And so Stephanie and Cameron were not really impressed because they couldn't really eat anything off the menu. But they had a decent time at the beginning. It started off nice, right? Then at a certain point, Leanne was talking about her dress. She was talking about dress shopping and everything. And I want to say, somebody said something, and then Cameron's going to say I think Deandra might have been saying, I'm glad you found something, I'm glad it was nice, or whatever. So then Cameron is going to say to Deandra, well, why weren't you there? And Deandra said, because I got a text at the last minute, and I had made other plans. She was like, but that's not your business. So they get to arguing, because, Deandra was like, why are you in this? This has nothing to do with you. Like me and Leanne's situation has nothing to do with you. Why are you questioning me? And she had a valid point. Cameron, that's not your business. But then Cameron does what she always does. Why are you attacking me? First of all, she wasn't attacking you. She didn't attack you that day she talked to you about your mother-in-law. She didn't attack you then. She didn't attack you. Brandy didn't attack you at Beaver Creek. Cameron, you so fucking extra. You are so fucking extra. And every time, it's okay for you to say whatever you want to say, but the minute somebody says something back to you, then all of a sudden they are attacking you. Nobody is attacking you, Cameron. And nobody attacked your mother-in-law. That didn't happen. But anyway, so of course the argument escalated, and it escalated between Deandra and Cameron. Cameron gets up from the table and walks away. Deandra walks away. They end up on the elevator together. Brandy's drunk, trying to keep them separate, but instead of keeping them separate and trying to close the elevator door, she keeps opening the elevator door because she's drunk as shit. Carrie is trying to calm everybody down because Carrie is like, look, first of all, y'all acted a fool in the damn restaurant and had everybody looking at us in this damn 5-star expensive ass restaurant. Then they don't know nothing about no damn Real Housewives of Dallas here in Copenhagen, alright? So I'm gonna need y'all to calm the fuck down. Then they in the hallway arguing, and Carrie was like, look, let's just go back to the room because this shit is ridiculous. So they get back to the room, and of course, they still arguing. They go to their separate corners. Cameron goes one way, Deandra goes another way. Then Deandra and Leanne end up getting into it to the point where Deandra puts her finger in Leanne's face. Leanne talking about something, don't you get your finger out my face. And Leanne almost hits Deandra. It was ugly. It was ugly. And the Leanne walked away. I want to say Leanne walked away. So Brandy decides that she thinks it's a good time to try to confront Leanne. And Stephanie was like, this isn't the time for this. Like, this is not the time for you to confront anybody about anything. First of all, you drunk as hell. And second of all, the tempers have already flared to the point where we don't need anything else to fan the flames. And Stephanie was like, I think Brandy just wants to see a show. And I was like, she does. I worry about Stephanie and Brandy's relationship moving forward after this season. It just seems like Stephanie is starting to find her voice, and she's no longer Brandy's sidekick. And I just don't know how that's going to blow over. I don't know how well that's going to blow over because their relationship has always been so codependent. Like, Stephanie has always been, and from what I see, they were really good friends. Don't get me wrong. I think they were genuinely friends, but there was a codependency there, it seemed like, for me. And Stephanie is starting to really find her voice this season. And so it'll be very interesting to see moving forward. I can't wait to see the reunion and sort of see how it's addressed at the reunion. So anyway, they get to arguing and all that shit. Like, I can't, because they're arguing about the same damn thing. You know what I'm saying? And Cameron is playing victim. Deandra's playing victim. Leanne is playing victim. And honestly, there's a level of, all of them have, no, Cameron doesn't. Cameron ain't got no valid point. Deandra has a point, and Leanne had a point in the beginning. Because in the beginning, I was with Leanne on how she was feeling about a lot of the stuff with her and Deandra. But now this whole alcoholic thing, I feel like she's taking stuff to another level. And her and Cameron playing, it's just messy. It's messy. So the next morning we wake up. Brandy ass is hungover as hell because she got drunk as shit the night before. She's throwing up all over the place. And the ladies are getting, they're getting themselves together for the day. The one thing, I forgot to mention this. The one thing I did like that Cameron had, and I'm going to have to check it out. I'm going to have to find, I'm sure it's a website I can buy them. She had these cubes that she used in her luggage where she could pack in the cubes, like she had a cube for her pajamas, a cube for her blouses, a cube for her, and it was, I have to really look at it. I'm sure that they're probably a little pricey because Cameron ain't gonna do nothing cheap, but for somebody that travels a lot, that looks like it could be really cute. And I travel enough that it's worth the investment, and I thought that was really cute. I'm gonna have to look into that. She called them, I'm sure if I Google travel cubes I can find them. Anyway, they looked really cute, but I like those. Anyway, moving on. So the next morning, Carrie planned 2 different excursions. You could either do cooking or you could go to the brewery. So Deandra and Carrie went cooking, and the rest of the ladies went to the brewery. The cooking looked like fun. You know what I mean? And it's funny because I'm planning a trip this summer myself, me and my cousin. And one of the things we said we wanted to do, because we're supposed to be going to Paris, we wanted to do a cooking class in Paris. So that's something I would do. And I don't even like to cook, but I mean, who wouldn't want to take a cooking class in Paris? You know what I'm saying? So I thought that would be fun. And so that's how the groups divided up. Now, y'all know what happened, right? Deandra spent the whole time talking about what happened the night before and how Leanne is doing her so wrong, and how could Cameron think that she attacked her, and how could Cameron feel the way she felt? You know how that's going to go. Then on the other side, of course, the ladies at the brewery were talking what they was talking. But Brandy, of course, was giving Leanne the side eye the whole time because Leanne, of course, is acting like she just didn't do anything wrong. And she just doesn't understand why she's so angry with her. How could she be so mad? I didn't do anything. I don't understand. Blah, 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 blah. And, of course, Brandy looking at her like, whatever, because you called my ass a damn alcoholic, so... Because Brandy is itching. She cannot wait to confront Leanne. Like, she is itching. It is right. She can't. Woo. So, but the excursions went well. Wasn't no real big arguments. But like I said, there was still some tension there between Brandy and Leanne. But it didn't explode. Like, nothing really went down. It was cool. They went on back to the hotel. They were going to the listening party that Carrie's cousin is an artist. And they said she's really popular over in that part of Europe. And so they went to the listening party, and it was nice. The music seemed really chill, chills, like that artsy type stuff from what I could hear. Real chill, calm. Everybody had a good time. Again, they were good behavior. They listened, they liked, they enjoyed. They bought CDs, they got pictures and autographs and They got to meet some of Carrie's family and everything. And so that seemed like it went really well, right? Really nice. Had a good evening. Then we go back to the hotel. We're having a little cocktail. Everybody's having a good conversation. At least it seemed that way, right? Everybody's having a good conversation. And so Brandy, who has been itching to say something to Leanne, leans over and she says, well, Leanne, you know, Mama D, I guess, not Mama D, that's a dub saying Mama D. Leanne's, Deandra's mama, what they call her? I don't know. But let's say, Mama Bear is what I was calling her ass because she was not playing with them. She said, she told me that you called me an alcoholic. And Leanne said, I don't remember saying that. I didn't say that. And she said, yeah, you did. Now, what I was waiting for Deandra to say was, are you calling my mother a liar? Because, see, that's what I would have said. If you're going to say that I didn't say that, then what I would have said to you was, so you calling my mother a liar? That's what I would have said. But that ain't what she said. So it's cool. But she said, I don't remember saying that. And Brandy was like, no. She told me you called me an alcoholic. She said, and so Carrie chimes in and says, well, you said it to me too. And of course, Leanne was like, I didn't say that. When did I say it to you? And Carrie said exactly when it happened, when they were having a conversation. Now, remember, Cameron was there too, right? So Cameron's going to say, I don't believe Leanne would say something like that. She didn't say that. Yes, the fuck she did. And you know y'all know how Bravo do. They rolled the tape back. So she did say alcoholic. She used that exact term, alcoholic. And Brandy says, you know, I'm in the process of this adoption. And that could be something that could cause me the adoption to not go through. And that's very hurtful to me that you would say those things and put my adoption in jeopardy. So Leanne apologizes, but then of course in her confessional, she was like, well, how the fuck would the adoption people even know? I mean, it's not like I'm going to get on the phone and say, hello, da-da-da-da-da, and call the adoption people. Okay, well, first of all, you know you're on the damn TV show. Let's just start there and work our way down. Number two, you already said, like everybody else said, that Dallas is a small world and everybody knows everything about what's going on in Dallas. And so it could get around. Like you said it in public, and you've said it more than once to different people. It could get around, and all somebody gotta do is make a phone call. It don't take much. It does not take much. Now let me say this to you though, Miss Brandy. Don't play victim. Because they also shot back all the times that your ass was drinking. And because Leanne said, well, every time I'm with you, you're having a drink. And she's absolutely correct. And that goes all the way back to season 1. Brandy, you like to drink. Now, I'm not calling you an alcoholic. I'm not saying that you have a problem. But don't play victim and act like it is so crazy for somebody to make a comment about you drinking when you drink all the fucking time. And you drink to excess. You drink to get drunk. There's some people that can have a drink. I was sipping on a cocktail earlier today watching the football game. I'm perfectly fine. I had a little cocktail, a little something, little 2 fingers, right? Brandy drinks to get drunk. And that is 2 totally different things. And so for that, Leanne, I don't think Leanne was necessarily wrong. Now, Leanne was wrong in how she said it because she's saying it to be vicious. But her observation is not necessarily wrong because you do drink a lot. And you drink to excess. Anyway, I'm done with that. So, that's pretty much where the episode ended. This isn't a long review because it really wasn't a whole lot there because that's all they did was argue about the same shit. And I'm not going to sit here and give y'all a word for word argument over the same damn thing. But it looks like next week we're going to have another big situation that go down. And we'll see how that work out, y'all. Now let me know what y'all think in them comments. Peace.